My name is Richie Kohorst. I was diagnosed with primary progressive multiple sclerosis 2.5 years ago. I bought a vibrating platform just for physiotherapy for my back surgery afterwards, and I've been using it religiously every day just because I find it helps out with my circulation and my muscle controls. I start out with a fairly low, moderate speed, and basically what I do is I do some trunk rotations and some turning just to get the blood flowing. And I do this for about 2 minutes, and every 2 minutes I progressively speed it up a little quicker. Feel the blood flowing right now. The pins and needles, the symptoms are starting kind of, I guess, to alleviate a little bit. And I just find that just overall doing this in 2-minute intervals, a little bit higher, a little bit higher, a little bit higher, makes a world of difference in the end in 10 minutes. So I stretch things out. I basically just kind of slough forward a little bit, and I can feel it loosening up the muscles in my lower back and my glutes and my sacral. And progressively, as it speeds up in a little bit, I'll start to be able to move around a little bit more and a little bit faster. So I'm at the 2-minute mark. I'm going to move it up to 9 now. So it's a little bit quicker, and I'll start to do slight knee bends just to get the blood flowing. I'll do this for about 2 minutes.
So what other types of benefits have you noted from using your QuickFit machine?
The strength in the right half of my body seems to kind of come back a little bit more, and I don't know if it's, I'm guessing it is a circulation thing that's getting the muscles to allow them to move a little bit better. The strength in my hands, in my right hand, is predominantly in the right half of the body because that's the side that the MS was attacking. Like having MS, there's a lot of atrophy on the right half of my body because the muscles just go dormant because they don't use. It's just impulses and nerve endings and stuff like that, signals from the brain that aren't following the path of the nerve that they would usually follow. And having the disability is one thing, but I mean, when you start to live it, and unless you know someone that has it or you yourself have it, then you'll know what I'm talking about. Like it's a relief is what it is. Having the body flow and having the blood flow and stuff, like already my legs feel like they're a lot lighter and I've been on this machine for 5 minutes.
So what other benefits have you seen other than the increased circulation?
The strength is probably the most notable. This lactic acid buildup, the muscles that just kind of slow you down, you feel stiff. I don't have that buildup anymore since I started using this machine. Right now I'm at number 13, and I go number 13 for about a minute, and then I go up to 15, and then the last 2 minutes I go on 20, and I'll do a squat. And I'll just basically lean right back. Like right now I can feel like there's more muscle control. I can get lower. And I'm not pulling myself on it. I'm just kind of balancing myself on this thing. I mean, you've seen me at the start. I couldn't go down this far. 3, 2, 1. Now I'm on 15, and I'm going to go a little bit lower in the squat. And I'm not holding this, I'm just leaning on it now.
So what are you noticing in your legs?
There's a nice burn. That burn that you get when you're either jogging or you're riding a bike for a period of time, like you can feel the quads. I can really feel the quads. I can feel my hamstring, I can feel my calves. I'll even, at this point in time now with about 1.5 minutes left, I'll do some toe raises, and I can feel it in the calves now, in both calves. After doing this and holding it, when I lower it down, I can feel the muscles kind of waking up a little bit. And I mean, this is probably the greatest thing I've ever invested in for just doing little exercises and stuff like that. And the atrophy it kind of gives you that pep, I guess, a little bit of zing and a little bit of snap to start your day. I do this in the morning every day before I go to work, and when I walk out the door and I walk down the driveway, I don't feel like I'm dragging my legs anymore, or my one leg. I don't feel like I'm stubbing the toe, and I just feel like everything is slowly starting to wake up now. Okay, last minute. Now we go to number 20, and it's going to just shake the living bejesus out of me, but I can feel the blood going right down now. and I'm just leaning on this thing. I'm just holding this thing in the squat, and I'll hold it for about 15 seconds. I'll stand up for about 5 or 6 to relax, and then I'll finish the day with this machine. I'll relax, do a calf raise just to relieve the tension on the quads. I'll finish us off for about another 10 seconds, and I'll let the blood flow and relax, and then it'll slow itself down. There's 20 seconds left on the clock, so I usually try to push it a little bit more, go a little bit more. Now relax, do a calf raise, and the ride's over. Jeez.
And so, what are you noticing now?
I can feel the circulation. I feel like I'm starting to sweat a little bit, and I wasn't doing much more than anything than just basic squats and calf raises. But I mean, I just feel like the weight now isn't so dramatic in the one leg. Like when I walk now, I feel like I've got a little bit more snap in the step. The quads feel like they're burning right now because they are. I just finished doing a squat for maybe a total of about 3 minutes. And now if you were to do it in layman's terms, it's like you're doing squats for about 20 minutes, or you're doing squats for maybe 10 sets of maybe 10 or 12 with about 100 pounds. And I'm using my body weight, just that's strictly it for today.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I feel like my legs feel like they got a workout. So yeah, so now when I go up the stairs, I'm not so dependent on using the walls as crutches and stuff like that and dragging myself up the stairs, but I feel like I'm moving quicker.